Hello, my name is Alain Benitez, and I'll be showing you my implementing third-party API into my framework. So in my controller, new API, I am first making the page so that it knows when to highlight. Then I'm creating a client variable and I'm setting it to a new Google Client ID. Then I'm using functions from within Google Client to set the OAuth configuration, which comes from within the Google API client folder that they provide, and inside this secrets JSON, we set the client ID and client secret. Then we add the scope of Google Service Drive because that's the API we're specifically accessing. I set the name of the application, and then I set the developer key to be able to access the API. And then we set the redirect URI. So here I create a variable with the file ID for the file I'm accessing in my Google Drive. Then I create a Google Drive service passing in client, and then I set data.file to the service, and then inside service there's a function called files, and then files also has a function called get, and you pass in the file ID, and then that returns that Google Drive file from the API. And then I display my views, so the header navigation. Then I create some space because the header is sticky, so it covers most of the, or covers some empty space at the top. Then I call the view, passing in data so we can access the data.file, and then the footer, and then this is the results. So from that API call, the only two items from that call is the file name, and then the ID itself that I use specifically to get that file. Almost everything else is null except elements that were specifically calling or naming the Google Drive functionalities. So this right here shows that the API is getting the call and it's receiving the file. And if I go to my drive real quick, it is right here. It's this one. It's called W1 Thesis. W1 Thesis. And if you want to look at the docs, it's not here. So this one, and then right there, it's the ID. So 19Z PMZ, 19Z PMZ. And that's all. Thank you for listening.